Today I want to talk to you about the $50,000 PenFed personal loan, and I want to share with you a few hacks you can use right now, not tomorrow, not yesterday, right now. If you earn at least $2,000 a month, we're talking about gross income of 24 grand a year, okay? I want you to stick around till the end of today's conversation.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower that's stinging from the beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sorty Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about the $50,000 PenFed personal loan, and I want to share with you a few hacks you can use right now. If you earn at least $24,000 a year, that's gross income. So here are the steps. I want you to really picture everything here. The first thing is you got to have direct deposit. Oh yeah, boss. If your job is if you want to have the maximum loan amount on this particular loan, you really want to set direct deposit right away. Okay. A lot of folks actually have they have a bad idea about PenFed, thinking that PenFed has a bad reputation, all that kind of stuff. I'm telling you, if you apply this hacks systematically and reflexively, you will get the loan you need. We've been with PenFed for 30 years, more than 30 years. We know what we're talking about, okay? So you want to set direct deposit. Direct deposit is really important because it tells PenFed that, you know what, this person is working, okay? This person is making money, and this person is working from this company. Here is their employer, because PenFed can trace that can trace the cash flow. This is important, okay? And direct deposit has a lot of benefits for employees, okay? You don't have to go somewhere to cash your checks. You don't have to be in the office to get paid. Think about that, boss. You never need to ask for lost or stolen checks to be reissued because your money is going straight into your PenFed account, okay? And you're able to control where your money goes. And the cool thing is that you don't have to allocate 100% of your paycheck to PenFed. You can probably just do a 75% and do the other 25% to another account. The bottom line is, boss, I want you to set the direct deposit. I want PenFed to know that you are making paper, that you are earning revenue, that you're not someone who just asking for a loan and doesn't have the wherewithals to repay it, doesn't have the means to repay it. Okay, we got to be in a situation where we are systematic, pragmatic, and strategic about the way we apply for PenFed loans. This is important. So here are the pro tips. I want you right now to write them down. You want to set direct deposit. Okay, if you can actually have a 50% or 75% depending on your family's budget. You want to set a portion of that into a checking account and another portion into a savings account. If you are really serious about PenFed and you want them to actually lend a lot more money to you, not just for loans but also for credit cards, you want to park a lot of your cash with them. Number two, I want you to really think about PenFed banking. Boss, I'm still talking to you about the hacks. If you're making at least $2,000 a month gross income and you want to get a maximum loan amount from PenFed, I want you to really beef up your relationship with PenFed. Your banking relationship, that is. You know the funny thing is, and Paul, last time you talk about it, people are just like, people walk around and say, PenFed, I asked for a loan and they gave me $4,000. I asked for 10 grand, they gave me, boss. Hey, the thing is, you're not having a relationship with PenFed. Why do you want them to really think about your ass? Okay, hey, this has to be mutually beneficial. Okay, if you're asking PenFed to give money to you, you got to give them money too. And I'm not talking about just direct deposit. I'm talking about you got to bring all your money, not all, but you got to bring substantial money with them, because PenFed has other accounts. They have so besides checking accounts and savings account, which you should have, by the way. This is mandatory, okay? If you're really serious about this, I don't care. I don't want you to razzle dazzle me with give me excuses, and just wasting my time. No, you want to open those two accounts today, not tomorrow. Okay, so besides checking accounts and savings accounts, you want to think about certificate of deposit. Think about IRAs. Think about those CDs, those MMAs rather, money market accounts. This is really important, okay? Because I really want you to be in a position where you are really basically telling PenFed, hey, listen, I'm here for the long run. I have skin in the game. Okay, you are applying for a loan, and they ask you, oh well, you probably have one checking account with them, and in that checking account you probably have $300, and you're asking them to give give you $30,000. What's up with that? That's the problem that you have, and I'm talking to you, Grandpa. I'm talking to you, Grandma. Okay, this is why you just you never have a clue why your ass is rejected, is because the delta between the deposit you keep at PenFed and the loan amount you're asking them, that delta is too huge. The gap is too huge. The chasm is too huge. You gotta really shrink it. Okay, so I'm not asking you to put 20 grand in your PenFed account and ask for a 30,000 loan. No, but I'm saying if you are asking for a $50,000 loan, you probably have $5,000 in your account or $4,000, not peanuts. This is really important, okay? So money, boss. Talk to me about where your money is at. Is your money in PenFed? Is your money elsewhere? Talk to me about that. You have to have a clear accounting of all the accounts that you have, all the checking accounts and savings accounts that you have. And right now you got to make a decision whether or not you are serious about getting the $50,000 PenFed loan, because people are getting it every day. I mean, members of our team have gotten it several times in the past. So it's not impossible. People think, well, when PenFed put 50 grand is the maximum amount, nobody's going to get it. No. You got it wrong, boss. You get it wrong. People are getting this loan every single day. One thing I want to talk to you about also is your income. See, the thing here is that you want to update your income. The last time we were talking about updating income, we had a viewer who actually asked us an excellent question. He said basically that when you actually go online, you can't really see the link where you have to update your income. Okay, that's kind of cool. But if you don't have that, because see, PenFed is they have different configurations based on the state where you're located, because banking is a state affair. So there are regulations that vary by state. Okay, if you don't see the link, just give them a call. Give them a call. You want to call PenFed and say, I'm making money. I'm making more money now. Now you probably you're making $2,000 a month right now. But what if you get a raise next month? Okay, daughter, son, I want you to really update your income. This is important. You want to let them know. Hey. You want to tell them that you are in a different bandwidth. Okay, because a raise in income actually has a lot of implications. Not only on your net worth. We're talking about assets minus liabilities. Okay, those are really important. We are also talking about an impact on the quintessential DTI, which, as you know, DTI plays an important role when it comes to your loan amount approved, or your credit card limits. Okay, DTI is what? Debt to income ratio. Do you get that? Income. Income. So income is the denominator here. So if you have all things held constant, if your expenses are held constant, and your income goes up, what happens? What happens? Calculus 101, Math 101. Your DTI goes down, right? Because the numerator stays constant. The denominator goes down, so it goes up rather. So your income, your DTI overall goes down, and this is really important. It has a positive effect, a conducive effect on your approval odds when it comes to the $50,000 PenFed loan. Okay, it's very important. So, and you have to understand, the more income you have, this puts you in a different membership category. Now, PenFed is not going to tell you this, because they have internal metrics they look at. They analyze the net worth of members all the time, and we know this. We've been members of PenFed for more than 30 years. Okay, when you get in a specific income category, you are treated differently. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh boy. So just be sure though, when you call them to say, I have a raise, I'm making more money, whatever, be ready to justify the income. Okay. Whether it is through job verification or something else, it doesn't matter. Okay. So here is a winner for you. Here's a winner strategy. When you update your income, make sure that you tell the rep, you tell the PenFed rep that you would like him or her to update your account, to update their systems, to make sure that this number, this information is inputted in their system. Okay, very important. I want to talk to you now about your about credit cards. Okay, we are still here. Of course, we are having a conversation today about PenFed loans, right? But there is a strong correlation, and you probably guessed it, a strong positive correlation between your payment history on credit cards and your potential payment history on loans, okay? Which is why we want to make sure that we maintain a positive history on PenFed credit cards if we do have them. Oh yeah. Cuz, do you currently have credit cards with PenFed? No? Yeah? Okay. What is your payment history? Oh, well, you got to think about that. Hey, listen. Don't you try to give me whatever, I've been with them for 5 years and I have a payment history, but I've had some issues in the past. No. We don't. We really want to be in a position where we pay our bills, our PenFed bills all the time, on time. That's what it is. Okay, no excuses. You want to really pay your bills all the time, and I don't care how you do it. If you want to automate things so that the payments are made automatically from your checking accounts or savings account, you do that. All right, you have to do that. But when we talk about your PenFed credit card in relation to your PenFed loan approval odds, what you want to do is you want to maintain a low count of PenFed credit cards. What's that? You want to have at least 2 or 3. Not at least. You want to have at most 3 PenFed credit cards. Okay. Our sweet spot, our recommendation is 2 credit cards maximum. Because once you have 3 credit cards, they start looking at you as a higher credit risk. Okay, because they are analyzing you based on their exposure to you. If something were to happen to you, what will happen though? You probably will be defaulting on their loan. Okay, but if you have a low count of active credit cards, this is the sweet spot. Okay, and make sure again that you have make sure that you always have a low CUR, a low credit utilization ratio on those credit cards if you have them. Very important. Okay, so credit card, boss. Talk to me about your credit card strategy with PenFed. Do you currently have PenFed credit cards? What are those? What is the credit card category? Have you maintained a positive payment history on those cards? Talk to me about that. Okay, and what kind of credit cards do you have? Do you have rewards credit cards? Do you have a cashback credit card? Do you have a balanced transfer credit card? What kind of credit card do you have? I want to talk to you now about pre-qual. Boss, you know what that is? No, this and the lettuce pizza or whatever. No, pre-qual means pre-qualification. In other words, you want to pre-qualify for the loan if possible. The cool thing is that you can pre-qualify for the PenFed $50,000 loan. This is really good, right? Oh yeah. Gone are the days where I see your ass applying for a loan without pre-qualification. Yeah, you really want to be in a situation where you actually pre-apply. You know why? Because you are actually what's going to happen is your FICO score is going to thank you. Because anytime you have a soft pull, your FICO score is saving 10 points. But when you have a hard pull, you are losing 10 points, maximum 10 points. All right. So we want to be in a situation where we are confident that, hey, listen, we want to pre-qualify for the loan, and based on the offers that we have, we can study and say, you know what? I like this, or I don't like it, or they're just probably full of shh. Because sometimes, you might get some pre-qualification offers from PenFed, and you might be like, you know what? I think they're full of shh, because they're probably giving me like 5,000, or they're giving me like 6,000 or 4,000 or whatever, where I'm looking for 25 grand. I'm looking for 30 grand. What's up with that? Well, what's up with that is that you're not maintaining the right information. You're not giving them the right information so they can pre-qualify you for a larger amount. Okay. So what does What does it mean to pre-qualify for a loan, really, for a PenFed loan? Well, you just enter your name, your first name, last name, your income. Again, the income, remember, I spoke to you about income. So you got to enter your income. You have to put the desired loan amount and loan purpose. You have to put your asset information. And the PenFed algorithm, because everything happens if you do it online, the PenFed algorithm will check will kind of see what loan amount you might qualify for. Okay, and this is really good, because if you really want to get a large pre-qualification amount, here are 3 tips that I want you to pay attention to. 3 tips for pre-qualifying for a personal loan at PenFed. Check your credit score, and you want to work to improve it if necessary. You want to calculate your debt to income ratio, okay? And you want to make sure that you are applying for this loan at the right moment in the year, okay? Very important. So here is the approach, boss. Here is the approach. I want you right now, if you want to pre-qualify for a PenFed loan, first of all, the pre-qualification link is available publicly. Okay, and so you can test the waters right now. And if the loan amount that you have, you kind of like the terms and conditions and whatnot, then go ahead and just apply. But if you don't like the conditions, then maybe you want to wait 3 months before applying. Okay, it's always better to wait until your conditions are better. Okay, so you can get a higher loan amount. Okay, it's not about always just rushing, whatever. No. Be patient. All right. I want to talk to you now about your FICO score. Oh, well, boy. FICO score is kind of very important, though, because the thing here is that, you are thinking about, well, you are making $2,000 a year, or $2,000 a month. Who can live with $2,000 a year? Hey, listen, your FICO score is important. You've heard this before, time and again, whatever. But when it comes to PenFed, they were more conservative than Navy Fed. They were more conservative. Okay, they run this institution like in the military. That's what it is. But you know what? I love it. We love it because they were very efficient. Okay, and the cool thing is, when it comes to running the show as in the military, if you have a clear idea of how they run their show, you can actually learn to play the game a lot better. Okay, and this is really important. So you want to maintain a decent FICO score. Now, if you have 600, I think you are in. If you have a 600 credit score, that's kind of cool. I mean, they will work with you. It's also important that when you take steps to improve your credit score, boss, I want you to think of this as a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, not as a one-time thing that you do just to get a credit, just to get your loan approved. No, that's the wrong way of doing it. Hey. It's the wrong way of doing it. Okay, so I'm talking about paying your bills on time. Okay, checking your credit reports for errors. Okay, reducing the amount of debt you owe is very important. Keep balances low on credit cards. You want to actually ditch all those Saturday night diners, Saturday night dinners that you have with friends and family. Cook at home. Okay, you're saving money. Okay, you want to pay off debt instead of moving it around. Okay. And so the thing is, there are a lot more tips on how to fix your FICO score. Okay, but the thing here is you have to be very strategic. You have to apply for the right card at the right time. Okay, you have to apply for the right loan at the right time. Okay, you have to be strategic. You have to be very careful about how you actually interact with credit products. So big decision time, boss. What is your current FICO score? Do you even have a clear idea of what your FICO score is? Do you have at least 600? If not, do you have a strong relationship with PenFed so that even if you have a low FICO score, you can actually parlay your income and your good relationship with PenFed into a $50,000 loan? Yeah, this is totally possible. The last thing I want to talk to you about is your debt to income ratio. Debt to income ratio is very important. Okay. Well, the thing here is that we are talking about you are making $2,000 a month, right? That's gross income. Well, hey, cuz, when was the last time you actually sat down and calculated your debt to income ratio? First of all, do you even know what that is? Debt to income ratio is just very simple. You take your debt payments, you divide that by your income, and you have to actually calculate this amount on a monthly basis. Okay. Now, if you have never done that, now is the time for you to do it. Okay. There are a lot of tools out there. You can start with Excel. Why complicate things? Things are very easy. Okay. But boss, hey, I want you to really calculate that. And if you are above 30%, if you are above 35% maximum, you know you are in a dangerous zone. You really want to actually bring it down, because your chances of loan approval at PenFed or elsewhere for that matter are going down if you have a high DTI ratio. Okay, because there is an inverse relationship between your DTI ratio and your FICO score. What I'm trying to say is, the higher your DTI ratio, the lower your FICO score. Okay, so when we talk about lowering your debt to income ratio, think about lowering the interest on some of your debts, extend the duration of your loans if you have open loans at the moment, trying to extend the duration, finding a source of side income. Very important, right? When we talk about debt to income ratio, we are talking about debt and income. So whatever you can do on the side, just make money. You got to make that paper, boy. Okay, make that paper. What I'm trying to say here is that you're probably making $2,000 or $3,000. Okay, don't be static, don't be lethargic. Okay, don't you believe that you are going to earn $2,000 or $3,000 per month for the rest of your life? No, this is temporary. So I want you to take the steps that are necessary for that to happen. Pay up. You want to look into loan forgiveness if you want to do that. That's totally possible. Pay off high interest debt. You want to lower your monthly payments on debt. Okay, and very important, you want to control non-essential spending. Money. Speaking about non-essential money, non-essential spending, boss, do you currently have a budget? Let's talk about that. Do you have a budget? Do you know how much you spend a month, either personally or in your household? Do you track that budget month by month? You got to do this. If your goal is to increase your DTI in a bid to get a high loan amount from PenFed, you better start now with a budget. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I was just talking to you about how to actually get the $50,000 PenFed personal loan if you earn at least $2,000 a year, $2,000 a month, not a year, a month. Okay, so think about direct deposit, PenFed banking, income update. You have to update your income. Okay, PenFed credit cards, your pre-qualification, the FICO score, and your debt to income ratio. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.